video. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be all right, but I put on the wig for the video, and I said, hey, this is pretty fun. Sansing fans, I don't know if you guys all know what that is. It's basically Sansing is another thing for crazy, and they're usually the stalker type of fans, people who stalk idols. So I was making fun of those types of fans and be like, Oppa, Sayo, and I always have Catanello with a knife. And then I would cosplay as another K-pop idol, and one of my videos had a K-pop idol trying to use the bathroom, and he was like on the phone, and then I have Catanello behind the door. Oppa, I just want to talk to you, and you know, stuff like that. You know, I like doing parody videos. So that's what my channel mainly was in the beginning, just doing a lot of parody videos, doing reaction videos. You guys, I don't know if you heard of My K-Pop, which happened in, it was the first season of My K-Pop. It was a reality TV show for K-pop fans. Originally, you know, both me, Jerry, KML were called up for the positions to be on the show, and I had to turn it down because I had a family emergency, so I didn't go to KPK 2013. But since then, you know, reaction videos pretty much changed a lot of what I'm doing right now. That I didn't plan on anything happening with reaction videos. Hey guys. I didn't plan on anything Korean related at all, and I just say, hey, just one video just pretty much spiraled into everything. But it wasn't until November 2013 where things really took a turn for the craziness, because a rookie group at the time called What's Up, they're known for their twerking concept that they did for their debut. One of the producers of NBC Korea contacted me and said, hey, so What's Up did this type of video for you. So What's Up was the first idol group in Korea to do a reaction video to a reactor. So I saw the video and I was just like, yo, I was fanboying crazy. I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy. And I guess you would say one thing led to another, where I actually go to Korea in January 2014 and actually meet What's Up and the idol group itself. It was the first time I met any type of K-pop idol, like face up, close to close. And especially after I already declared, you know, it's kind of weird when I declared this person on video. So yeah, my ultimate bias is Nari, you know, I love her a lot. And then you meet this person, and I guess you say in person, and you're like, oh. Yeah. And then you're like, okay, so yeah, I remember that one video you did about me, and I was like, wait, I said that? And I was like, wait, I didn't say that. And then I remembered, you know, these idols, they see a lot of things. You know, I've learned when I went to Korea the first time that idols do watch reaction videos. Any fans of Miss A here? Okay, Miss A fans? Okay. So, Men of Miss A, right? In 2013, it was one of BuzzFeed's articles that they did about K-pop, about the 15 greatest moments in K-pop. So, Men of Miss A saw my video for Hush, my reaction video. And I said some couple of things in that video that like, I just go with the flow. So she goes ahead and retweets the words that I say in the video itself, right? And it made BuzzFeed, it was a huge thing, and I was like, yo, wait, I didn't mean to say that. I mean, I said men had to go biddies, right? And they tweeted it, BuzzFeed as like the greatest moment between K-pop fan and K-pop reaction YouTuber, and that was in 2015. Hey guys, I would let the crowd come in.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's all good, it's all good. Hey. We'll let everyone settle in. All right, see that. All right, so I guess I'll pick up from where I just left off. Are there any fans of Miss A here? Even though yeah, okay, so we have new fans, okay. So I was just telling them about, you know, BuzzFeed did an article about a reaction video I did where I said something about Miss A's Min, who is my bias of the group. And I didn't expect, you know, when you do reaction videos, you really don't expect news articles or people to really pick up on these things and just say, hey, this person said that in the video. So I've always been mindful, but BuzzFeed really made me mindful of what I said. Because I said in my video, I said Men of Miss A has to go biddies. And then Men of Miss A tweeted that on her Twitter, and then everyone was like, yo, Michael, wake up, I know you're sleeping, but, because I tweeted that I was going to sleep, and then he's like, wake up, no, Miss A tweeted your video, and she said, and she quoted what you said, and I was like, oh my God. That's the first thing I could think of. I was like, oh my God, what did I, and I looked back at the video, I said, what did I say? And I was like, oh wow. But that was a pretty cool moment, and then that really took off when I met What's Up, the rookie group, in January, because the first video I did about that, I was like, okay, so I did a video called Twerking to K-Pop, and where I twerked to a K-pop song. I think it was Girls' Generation Z. And I was like, I said, what's next? What's gonna happen in K-pop next? Because twerking was the biggest thing in 2013. I was like, I bet you guys that twerk is gonna come to K-pop. So I put the first twerking to K-pop video out on YouTube. Next thing you know, What's Up is debuting with a twerking concept. And I was like, you guys stole that from me. So I made a video, I was like, hey, you guys stole my concept. I was the first one to do it. And then Men from Miss A did twerking in her video on a variety show. So that was pretty interesting. You know, when I finally met them, I was nervous. It was like, how do I put it? So Nari, who was my bias of the group, I don't know if you guys have had this, it's like these really small juices. They have like, it's like banana.
Like the yogurt things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those like banana juices. So I dropped them 3 times in a row. When I met Nori, I was so nervous. Nori was like, here, Popo. I was like, okay, oh. And then I dropped it. And I was like, oh God, I'm sorry, I dropped it. And she was like, it's okay. You know, calm down. I was like, I don't know if I can keep calm. So I was like, I was nervous. So that was the first, and then, you know, we did the interview with them, and I was like still super nervous. And then, you know, What's Up? They put me and Nari together, and then they started singing love songs. so they started singing love songs, like Sorry Hango, and then they was like, Popo, can you even look Nari in the face? And I was like, nah, I can't. So then they made me and Nari look at each other for a whole minute, and it was like Nari and Popo sitting in a room or sitting in a tree in the KSS. Yeah. I was like, oh, these girls right now. And it was pretty interesting meeting them because they were really joyful. And we went to dinner afterwards. No, we went to lunch afterwards. And what happened, anyone here a fan of K-dramas? Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you've seen or heard of the love shots that they do in K-dramas, where you guys cross each other's arms and whatnot. So we did that with food when we have to make the roll the food for roll that you have to feed each other. So they made me feed her and she fed me, and then we did the love shot with soju, and everyone it was this whole crazy thing, and of course Nada and Diane of What's Up, they were just giggling and everything, and Nari's like tapping them, like, come on guys, come on, he's nervous, and I'm like, yo, this is pretty interesting. But it did end after that. After I met What's Up, then I went to go meet the boy group Alphabet. I don't know if you guys have heard of Alphabet. Yeah. I met them, and I didn't know any of their names. Like I seen one video of theirs, right? And it was like, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be awkward because I don't know any of these guys. So I get there, and there's this guy, I think his name is in the group called Beta. Okay, so I still don't, it's kind of sad because I don't remember his name. I get there, and he was like, oh my God, you're Popo, MisterPopoTV. And I'm like, what? He's like, because he speak English. He said, yo man, I watch all your videos. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be the opposite around. So like, and then he was like, and then he's telling his all his his group mates. He was like, yo, this is the video, and because they watch my videos too. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So then they did their dance performance. They showed me a lot of the stuff that they released, that they haven't released yet as well. So they have more songs and more comebacks to come.
Thank God.
Yeah, don't worry. Their company Simsong is in a bind because of everything that's going on with Global Icon. Because I did meet Global Icon when they were the original 5. And these girls, they were the life of Korea for me. Even though everything that was going on with What's Up, Global Icon, these girls, they know how to party. We didn't party. But you know, at the dinner table, it was getting kind of feisty, I would say, because you have the leader of one cat, and you have the oldest member, and Hyun. So Hyun, what you call it, who lied about her age. I didn't hear that from me. Boy, you edit that out. Yeah, so Hyun was like, hey, you gotta refer to me as Nona, no matter what, right? So they all talked about my reaction video that I did to them as well. So, you know, that just, I was like, how many people have seen my reaction videos that are idols in Korea? So, you know, and this is all because of the one video that I did with What's Up, and them watching my video and doing a reaction to my video itself. So it was pretty cool to see, like, these were just 3 idol groups. And that was the first time I met idol groups in Korea. You know, on my plane ride back, I don't know if there's any J-pop fans or any people that watch J-dramas. There's an actress called Kpop-Alypse Kon, who she's like a famous Japanese actress who I was a huge fan of, and she was on the plane ride coming back. So I was like, oh man, so I'm sitting next to Kpop-Alypse Kon, and I'm just like this. Hey guys, I'm vlogging, and she's like here, and she's like smiling. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I mean, that was just like, you know, just meeting the idols was really cool. But I think that's my first time going to Korea. But my second time going to Korea is when a lot of things were different, because I met even more groups that time around. So, and by this time around, I guess you would say January 2014 all the way until July 2014, a lot has changed as well. Because I don't know, you know, I also want to open up my own company, so now a lot of people in Korea heard about that as well. So when I get to Korea in July, a lot more K-pop idols who I haven't, you know, met in person have watched my videos. So when I was in Korea, any fans of Girls' Day?
Yes.
Okay, so I met Girls' Day, all of them, for Simply K-pop as well. Any fan of Infinite?
Yes.
Okay, so I met Infinite. Dongwoo is amazing. Like like one of my friends during the show, her necklace popped and all the beads just went everywhere, and Dongwoo just picked up them all, refixed the necklace, gave it back to her, gave her a hug, said it's all right, don't worry, all the fans behind us wanted to kill us. I was like, guys, just let us live, you know. Let's see, who else do we meet? Kiss and Cry, a rookie girl group. They're my babies. Like I met some of them in Korea on the first trip around. Any fans of Girls' Generation?
Yes.
Please.
Yuri, of course. For those of you, I met Yuri during Fashion King. When the Fashion King drama was first airing, I saw her in New York City. And I saw them again, you know, briefly while they were in Korea in July, while they were preparing for TTS's comeback. Any fans of Lucky J or know who Lucky J is? Okay. So anyone watch Unpretty Rap Star?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jessie of Lucky J was also there. Now Jessie, of course, lived in New Jersey, and she's also great friends with Ailey. So we also saw her there along with her entire group. There's a couple other groups that I don't think you guys have heard of, like Yeah. Their name is YEA, like yeah. It's a rookie group. There's also Fly to the Sky. There's also so many rookie groups that perform. When like none of you have been to music shows specifically, right? Definitely?
Yeah, I've been to
okay. So music shows in Korea, they're kind of weird, I would say. If you guys do go to Korea, you're gonna notice that you're gonna get into music shows almost all the time. Because what they do is they're gonna put people who have foreign names, and they're gonna sit you in the first row, right in the front, and the camera's always gonna be on you. Because they never see, you know, a lot of foreigners at music shows. So if you guys go to music shows in Korea, be prepared, because you will be on TV the majority of the time. You get priority over a lot of Korean fans, and that's why there's a lot of stigmatism between a lot of Korean fans and international fans because of that on music shows. So that's something you gotta get used to. Anyone a fan of Tiara?
Yes.
So Tiara is one of my favorite groups, despite, of course, the controversy that has been cleared up. Hyomin was promoting her song Nice Body at the time, and of course, while the message behind the song is controversial, she's a really nice person. You know, she helped me find where I was supposed to go. And this is before I bumped into her. I was like, wait, you're human. And then she grabbed me on the wrist. She was like, yeah, you gotta go here or whatnot. And then I was like, okay, what is going on? Like, you know, these idols, they're really nice, you know, and of course they're all human at the end of the day. And you know, I guess just from like meeting them and you know, having dinner with a lot of them, it's just like, you know, they're just like you guys pretty much at the end of the day. And they just want to have fun. But their schedules, if you guys have seen nothing. What you guys see in the news reports is nothing compared to what these idols are going through. You know, there are some idols who I'm not gonna name who are being given the short end of the stick. Like, you know, everyone knows what happened with BAP recently, right? With the lawsuits. Trust me, there's idols who are in positions right now, and it's much worse than BAP. AOA is a group who they already announced it in public that they're not getting paid, even though they've already had a couple of hits already. You got to know that rookie groups, it's much worse for them itself. You know, especially if they're not a part of the big three companies. So while a lot of people might not like SM Entertainment for the way they do manage groups and whatnot, you know, it's just figure if SM is having this much problems, you can only figure where company XYZ is at right now, because you know the things that they'll make idols do. You know, there's a lot of scandals. As you guys know, 2014 was huge in scandals, and to say that that's only the beginning of the end, not the beginning of it, that's too grim. But that's only I guess to say that it really is only the beginning, because you know a lot more people are fighting back. You know, the songwriters, I don't know if you guys recently saw, songwriters in Korea are demanding to get paid more because they're the ones who are basically making these superstars out there. You know, a lot of idols and Korean artists, they don't write their own songs. You know, and these songwriters are not getting the credit that they do deserve. And now that's changing because, you know, there's so many people who are responsible, like for instance, let's use EXO. Fans of EXO here?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, one of the producers for EXO recently sent SM a lawsuit, which you guys will read soon, about how he's not getting paid enough for what the production of the song was. He wrote the song lyrics, he composed the entire song, and he's only getting paid a fraction of what, you know, it should be allowed to him, you know. And you gotta figure, if he's only getting paid a fraction, and you can only figure out how much EXO is actually getting paid, because usually it's supposed to be executive producers, songwriter, then the producer, then the artist, and then the company, then the artist. The artist is usually the last person on the list. But in Korea, it's the songwriter. You know, whereas over here in America, if you're a songwriter and a singer, you're getting recognized everywhere. In Korea, if you're a songwriter, no one cares because you're not the pretty face singing, you know. And Korea, of course, is dominated a lot by the visual looks, which is why a group like, any fans of Mamamoo here?
Yeah.
So Mamamoo is breaking the mold of a lot of idol groups that aren't visually, I guess you would say, up to standard in Korea. Because that's what you're going to get a lot from about Mamamoo. People's like, oh yeah, they're not the prettiest idols, but they have talent, they can sing. But then again, it's like, why do you judge on the visuals and not just on the talent alone? But you know, they're breaking down slowly, you know, and this is just from what I'm seeing through my eyes, what I'm seeing in my videos. I don't know if any of you guys watch my Real Talk videos, where I just start to talk about a lot of my experiences and a lot of things I just see, not only in Korea and the K-pop fandom itself. You know, my whole thing is, I originally was just going to be a reaction YouTuber, right? And I was like, hey, I'll just do reaction videos forever. And I was like, but then I was like, I just had a thought that I was like, you know, there's so much things that I can do, so much more that I could bring to the table. You know, I myself am a pianist. You know, I played the piano for about 16 years now, and I played it at Carnegie Hall at that, you know, and there's my brother, as you guys know. You know, yeah, you know, I played piano for 16 years, played at Carnegie Hall, so I have, you know, my own music talents, and I just figured that I want to bring something different to the table. You know, there's a lot of other YouTubers who only do reaction videos, but for me, I want to do, you know, more than that. So some of the things that I'm actually going to be doing soon is going to be, I test the waters doing my own countdown show, where I do like a music list. You probably see other YouTube videos where they'll like top 10 and they'll list the music videos, something like that. Have you guys, I don't know the age range. What's the age range here? What's everybody age, I guess you would say?
21. 21.
Who's the youngest?
17.
17? Okay. So, how many of you have heard of the show 106 and Park?
Yeah.
Okay, 106 and Park? Okay.
Right?
You ever heard of TRL?
Yeah,
A lot of these music shows back in the days, which, you know, Korea doesn't really do a lot of. So right now, there's this thing called YouTube Space in New York, where it allows me to film with, you know, all this expensive equipment, and the requirement for any YouTubers that have 5,000 subscribers, and you can use all the expensive equipment, all the film sets, millions and millions of dollars of film equipment there that you can use for free. So I'm testing the waters, creating my own music countdown show, where I'll have a host, and it'll probably weekly, or I'll try to figure out a way to do it because I'm terrible at schedules. I'm terrible at schedules. That's why I'm trying to get an intern. But we'll have a host, and every week we'll, you know, have a countdown show for it, where we'll count down the top 10 videos that people probably voted, and we'll also introduce new videos. So it'll be like a music show that you guys, for international fans, that they can watch on YouTube itself. Of course, we'll try to reach out to other idols that have interviews, because I have a couple of those that will be airing soon on my channel. But I think that would be something good for, you know, international fans. And we'll have subtitles in it as well. So for people who want to learn Korean or just want to match it up, you know, I think that's something I can do to have subtitles in my videos, since they get viewed a lot by, you know, the U.S. is my top viewing demographic, and then after that South Korea. But I think because my top viewers are in the U.S., I think the Korean subs for people that want to learn Korean will be helpful for them. I still do, of course, the reaction videos with my younger brother when we're on the same schedules. I also will be starting back doing strangers reactions to K-pop. You know, taking random people off the street again, having them watch videos, because these people are feisty. You know, I don't know a lot of people that can just sit there for 20 minutes with a random stranger, a black guy who's showing them K-pop. You know, that, they're like, when I first started doing that, people were like, "But do you understand what they're saying?" No. You know, it's been interesting, you know, trying different videos. So that's something that's gonna come back. And short films, you know, there's gonna be a lot more scripted, I guess you say, videos that I'm gonna have. That's gonna look at a lot of different things in Korea itself, explore a lot of different types of mediums in film itself. You know, I'm trying to expand more outside of it, as well as still touch on things in the Korean market itself. But I guess you could say just broadening my horizons in a way. Yeah, because there's a lot of ideas that I have, and it's just pretty much making sure to know when to, I guess you say, air them. You know, that's the whole thing, and having consistency in our channel. I don't know, is anyone here who wants to be, you know, YouTubers? I know you guys. Yeah, but is anybody else here YouTubers? No? Anybody else want to become a YouTuber?
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, like, it'd be fun. I'm better at commenting than...
So, I'm opening the floor to you guys. What do you guys know mainly about YouTubers? Anybody have any questions first? Yeah.
You guys are amazing at editing.
Editing is, it's a long time. Yeah, you figure the reaction videos, when I first started, you figure regular music videos, 4 minutes, reaction videos probably 9 minutes. How long do you guys think it would take to edit a 9-minute video?
6 hours.
In the beginning, it was taking about 3 hours. So when I did Strangers, no, in the beginning it was 2 hours. When I did Strangers React to K-pop, because it's 9 reactions in one video, it was taking 9 hours to edit those videos just to put them up. But then that doesn't also account to, it also accounts to the type of computer I had. I had a MacBook. But you know, it counts the filming time to actually get there, to get the strangers, to be in the rain, fighting through the rain and the weather to get the reaction video, and then the audio quality will be terrible. So we figured that you have to take the good and the bad. So that, thank God there's YouTube Space now, so we're able to alleviate some of that. But editing, you know, it's tedious in the beginning, but after that, you'll start to have a lot more fun with it. It'll be much easier for you guys, for those of you who want to YouTube. The number one piece of advice I always tell people who want to become YouTubers, be yourself. You know, people are going to love you for being you. You know, in the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing in front of a camera. I was just saying, like, you know, I was just saying the most ridiculous things. Now I've become conscious since I know there's people, like, now, like, a lot of people are going to pick apart the smallest things that I say, especially. The hate is going to be there. There's going to be hate for the smallest things you do. You could be wearing a t-shirt, people will be like, I hate you. Yeah. I would know because I wore a t-shirt and I was like, oh, okay, plain white t-shirts, killing people's dreams since 2013. Like, I got hate over a t-shirt that I wore. It's the smallest things, but you know, at the end of the day, you're doing something that you enjoy. So it doesn't matter what other people say. You know, at the end of the day, it's all hearsay. It's all keyboard warriors. You guys probably know. You've probably seen other people bash your idols, and you're like, but who are you? You know, you know, that's like you know, when people will do it all the time. You know, so it's just like at the end of the day, you're just like, okay, but at the end, I'm doing something that I like. Are you? You know, a lot of people, you know, I've dealt with it all. I've seen it. I've seen all types of the hate train. I've seen it all. And it does get under your skin. But at the end of the day, you just have to know when to move on and brush it off and be like, okay, but I just want to work on my next video, pretty much. I don't know. Does anyone have any questions for me? No?
Do you even K-pop?
Oh, yes. Oh, the shirt?
Yeah.
So I made this shirt during the my K-pop auditions in 2013. And I took it from the meme that was going around that Do You Even Live, Bro? And I was like, so that, you know, I don't know why I just did a spin off of it, and I mean, Mnet liked it because pretty much the whole thing is like, what does K-pop mean to you? So you know, when you ask K-pop fans like, do you even K-pop? You know, what does K-pop mean to you? The whole thing about my K-pop was the hashtag, and what does hashtag my K-pop can mean to you? And what I told them, the hashtag means another connection that I can dial with K-pop fans. You know, my videos connect with people on multiple different levels. And, you know, I read, you know, while I might not respond to every single comment, I do read all the comments because it lets me know what I should talk about next. You know, doing news series, doing real talk videos, all of this is just pretty much, you know, spontaneous. And that's what you're going to get with me. I'm really spontaneous. I've been taught, you see, I'm disorganized. I've talked about so many different topics all at once. And that's my style, pretty much. You know, I guess you could say organized chaos in a way. But I guess you could say at the end of the day, I was going to repeat what I said already. At the end of the day, you know, stay true to yourself. You know, persevere. Just keep going on forward. It doesn't matter what type of. I get this question a lot for YouTubers. I was always on the firm that you should always film in HD, but at the end of the day, you start off with whatever you start off with, you know, and just grow. You know, as long as you have a camera in front of you, you're able to speak your thoughts, you don't have an audience, people will listen. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, unless people have questions. What I will say today is in about an hour and 30 minutes. How many of you have attended Illionaire show? Okay, only one person? Okay. So, so there's an artist coming today called Hee-Sung Lee. So Hee-Sung Lee and I have been working together for a while. She's not my artist because I am starting up an entertainment company, but we've been collabing. So hopefully you guys will enjoy her performance later on today. It'll be around 3:30. Because her story is a bit different from other people. She's Korean. Does anyone know her age? No? Okay. So when you look at K-pop idols, what's the average age?
Like 18 to 24.
Yeah.
24?
Yeah, I'm a 24.
Okay. So Hee-Sun, you're gonna find out she's 31. when you think of that, that's pretty old, right? You would say?
That shit.
It's like Girls' Day.
Yeah, it's around that. It's around the age. Now, there's not that many idols that you would see that are still in K-pop that are around that age. Not only that, she also has a child. So, yeah, she's a mother too, and she's married. So you're gonna see, if you haven't seen a rap, you're not gonna see that many rappers like her. So when you see her, if you haven't seen her before, then you're gonna get a rude awakening today. Yeah, because if you guys like female rappers, we would have told her to be on Pretty Rap Star, but there were some restrictions on that show that prevented her from being on that show. But the main thing is learning Korean. You have to know Korean. So it would have been like having two Jessies on the show. But Jessie, knows Korean. His son, she was adopted, so she never learned Korean. So that's the thing, her story is what drives her, and you guys are going to see a lot of that today, hopefully, if you guys enjoy the performance. What she brings to the table with her music is something that I want to bring to the table with the company that I'm trying to open up as well. While it's not a K-pop company, the fact that it is an entertainment company, so we'll see in the end what it turns out to be, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for coming by.